Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got another exciting episode in my very popular top upcoming 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray movies, big movie announcements, reveals, and collector's film chat number 18. And it's really crazy to think that this is number 18 in this video series and how popular each and every one of these has been. But I'm excited all of you are excited about this video series because I have a great time making this video. It is one of those that it's a fun time talking about all of these exciting upcoming announcements that studios share with me. I share a bunch of studio insider information in this video series, and if you haven't checked out any of the previous videos, I always end them on the date that I pick up the next video in the series. So the previous video in the series, number 17, covers all the way up through November 21st. And this video I'll be picking up from there and continuing on. And there are so many big, exciting announcements that studios have announced that are coming out and have shared with me. And I've got tons of that exciting information to share with you in this video. Now, for all of these videos in this series, I've done all of the work for all of you and gathered together all of these pre-order and order links for every single one of these exciting releases. And I post all of those direct Amazon sale links as a pinned comment in the comment section right below. So if you decide you're gonna pre-order or buy any of these that I announce in this video series, as always, make sure to use those Amazon sale links I post right down there below. They never cost you, the viewer, even a penny extra when you click on those. Those are on sale for the same prices everywhere. Now, starting off on November 21st, we have one of the biggest movies of the year, Oppenheimer. This is the 2023 Christopher Nolan epic biopic film of obviously Oppenheimer. Now it is one of those films I'm very excited for. Now I can tell you this 4K is going to be a native 4K and it will have HDR10 on it and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 for the audio mix. Now I did get a bunch of questions asking why specifically this does not have Dolby Atmos on it. Well, from the studio directly they shared that Christopher Nolan's request was that it only have DTS HD Master Audio Mix on it. He does not like Dolby Atmos. Not sure the exact specific thought of why he thinks that, but he specifically requested when this was being released that it only have a DTS HD Master Audio Mix on it, no Dolby Atmos whatsoever. And because the studio makes so much money from his film, they obviously obliged his request. But I'm still very excited for this 4K release to check out the quality of it. It's a massive biopic film if you haven't checked it out yet. Continuing same day and date, we're getting Mean Streets. Now this is the Martin Scorsese 1973 classic film. Now this is coming out with a brand new 4K restoration from Criterion and Second Sight. Now there are two versions of this coming out, but they are the exact same transfer. Both Criterion and Second Sight said that they are both the exact same. They're released same way, same transfer, because they were both worked on by both studios the same. So there's going to be no difference in color grading or the look of it. Everything's supposed to be identical on both releases. Now the Criterion Collection one is the one coming out in the US, and it is going to have a brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that was approved and supervised by Martin Scorsese himself. So he actually did the approval and supervised this whole restoration. So that's going to be a very exciting release on November 21st as well. Another big release on the same day and date, we're getting Saw 10, or Saw X as it's called. And this is coming out on 4K Ultra HD from Lionsgate. And this is the 2023 horror film. And if you like the Saw series, it kind of does reinvent the series a little more and has a little bit more of a spin to it. So I know there's a lot of folks out there that are really excited for this 4K release. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of these announcement videos or any of my early and exclusive reviews that you're only ever going to find here on my YouTube channel. Now, another big announcement that Universal Studios just shared with me actually today as I was making this video is Love Actually from 2003, the Christmas romantic comedy holiday film. Now, this film will be coming out on 4K Ultra HD with a native 4K transfer with HDR10 on it and a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. So that's one I'm really excited for. I love holiday Christmas films. If you have not checked out yet Violent Night, I just did that review a few days ago, and I did get that in a full week and a half early before the release date. So if you want to check out the quality of that, that is an amazing 4K Ultra HD release, and one of those Christmas films that really did surprise me how really enjoyable it was. And really, I thought it was better than what the theatrical trailer kind of led it to believe what it was. It has more heart, comedy, and action combined together in a wonderful mixture. If you have not checked out my early advanced review on that, I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison of Violent Night. You're going to want to check out that video after you get done watching this video, but there is some great holiday films coming out. Violent Night was the start of that season, and now we're going to be getting Love Actually, and I'm kind of curious to see how they implement that Dolby Atmos mix into this as well, and this is one I'm hoping to get in early for review as well, and it's a really exciting holiday film. Continuing November 21st, we're getting Expendables 4. This is the fourth movie in the action, kind of rehashing all the old action tropes and combining them into more of a new flavor. I have enjoyed the films for varying degrees. Now this is one of those that Lionsgate did let me know they're sending to me early for review. I have not checked out the fourth film yet. I've seen the first three. So I'll be curious to see how the fourth one turns out. I try to avoid some of the reviews until I get to see it for myself, because I found out sometimes movie reviewers, they get odd opinions that I just don't agree with sometimes. They'll be like, oh, I didn't like a film and then I did like it, or I loved a film and then I didn't like it. So I try to be careful what I assume about something till I see it. But I enjoy Sylvester Stallone and how he brings back all of these old action stars from the 80s and 90s in this film series. So I do like that element of it, though it does seem they're kind of going in a new direction from the trailer of this. It seems to be more focused a little bit more on some of the younger action stars. So I'll be curious how this film turns out, but it is getting a native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10 with a Dolby Atmos audio mix. So that'll be interesting to check that one out. Another big release is DragonBall Superhero from 2022. This is the theatrically released DragonBall superhero movie. Now, I have not seen this yet. I am curious to check it out because I do like some things about Dragon Ball. This is coming out with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master on 4K, along with a Dolby Atmos audio mix. So this is one of those that, if done correctly for like an animated film, it should look pretty darned amazing, but we'll have to see how that transfer turns out. Now, any of these you're gonna buy or pre-order, I put all of those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. So any of these you wanna buy or pre-order, make sure to use those direct Amazon sale links I posted right down below. Now, one of the titles I'm most excited for next to Oppenheimer for November 21st is The Fugitive from 1993. Now, I talked about this previously, and this is getting a brand new 30th anniversary 4K restoration of the original camera negative with a brand new HDR10 color grading and master and a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. I can tell you I am thrilled for this release. It is one of my favorite films from the 90s, and I am so excited that they're releasing it. I am hoping they release US Marshals later on 4K, the sequel to it, but I am really excited about this release. Now, any of these releases that you're excited for, that you're gonna buy or pre-order, make sure to start the conversation down below in the comment section and let me know. What if these are ones you're really excited to watch when they come out? Start that conversation down there below. Now, we're also getting Resident Evil the 6th movie limited edition 4K Ultra HD SteelBook collection. This set I've talked about a couple of times previously, and I did talk to the studio about this a little bit. It is getting a brand new Dolby Vision 4K transfer. They are doing the best they can to give it the highest bitrate possible. So once I get this in, I'm going to test it out and let you know the actual quality of this box set, and if it is something you should buy. I reviewed the previous Resident Evil and I did enjoy it, but Sony has been doing some really great strides in their 4K releases, and when they add these Dolby Vision transfers, they've been really stunning looking. So I am hoping this is one of those that really is a noticeable upgrade that makes it a worthwhile upgrade over the previous transfer. Now, something I want to bring up again here, I've gotten a lot of questions about the Doctor Who New Who Years, the brand new limited edition AI upscaled transfers they're doing for the Doctor Who basically box set they're releasing. Now, this is limited to 6,000 only, so there's not going to be any more printed of it again. It originally went out of print and none of the retailers had it. Well, that's because from the studio, they only released about 3,000 copies at first. They released the remaining 3,000 copies now to retailers, which is what's available right now. If you go down there to pre-order it, as of posting this video, it is available right now to pre-order this. I can tell you the first 3,000 went out of print very fast. So it's always had about 6,000 total, but they only released 3,000 at first to see how it sold. And basically retailers sold through those right away. Just now, they re-released the remaining 3,000. Those are available through that Amazon link I posted down there below. If you are wanting to buy this or pre-order this, do not wait, because those remaining 3,000 are going to sell out. The first 3,000 sold out like literally. I made the original video here about a month ago. Those first 3,000 sold out within 3 days roughly of me posting that. Well, this one just became available as of this video. So if you're wanting to pre-order this, do not wait. They are brand new AI upscales for this series. They're supposed to look pretty darn amazing, and it's a massive box set. If you're a Sci-Fi or Doctor Who fan, do not miss out on this box set. I already pre-ordered mine. I did not get this sent for review, so I had to go out and buy this myself, and I pre-ordered mine because once it sold out, I was really wanting to make sure I got this because I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Now, if you're a fan of TV series on Blu-ray, you'll want to check out Psych the Complete series review that I just recently did. I did a complete image analysis. I pulled the data off of the disc, showed you exactly what that Blu-ray series looks like. That video is available right now here on this YouTube channel, so if you want to know the quality of Psych the Complete series on Blu-ray, you'll want to check out that video. Now, moving ahead to November 28th. Another massive day for physical media. And I do want to mention something here. I see a lot of what I call clickbait videos. Oh, physical media is dead. I get asked a lot why I don't make videos like that. I personally just don't like the idea of clickbait videos. It's just me as a person. I don't like to click on them and I don't like to make them. So that's why I don't make videos like that, because physical media is not dying. It is not dead. It is not going anywhere. We are getting more releases than we ever have on 4K Ultra HD and like complete series Blu-ray sets than we've ever gotten before. It is a massive time for physical media, and it is a brand new resurgence. So let me tell you, that is why I don't like to say physical media is dying, because it's not true and it is not dying. Just because some retailer stops selling physical media does not affect physical media growing and more releases coming out, especially because more and more people are discovering that streaming is just really poor in comparison to the quality of physical media. So talking about November 28th, we're getting The Monster Squad from 1987. This is one of my favorite 80s movies. I have seen this movie dozens of times. It's like combination of like Goonies along with like monsters, like Universal Classic Monsters mixed together with some good comedy. Man, is it a wonderful film. It is getting a brand new 4K restoration with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master on a very exciting 4K Ultra HD release that's a native 4K release. Now, this is one of those that I should be getting in early for review. Kino Lorber did let me know they are sending that to me early for review, so I'll be able to dive into that, test it, and let you know the quality of it. I'll be honest with you, this is one of those I really hope turns out well, because I absolutely love that film. It is one of those 80s films that I recommend everybody watching and checking out because it is such a good time. Continuing November 28th, we're getting Disney's WandaVision. Now, this is the Marvel TV series from Disney that was on Disney+. And this is the complete TV miniseries in a limited edition steelbook. Now, this is the same as Loki. If you want to check out the quality, I did an exclusive Disney Plus versus 4K image comparison review. It's where I pulled the data off of the disc and then compared it to the Disney Plus streaming version. That video is available right now on this YouTube channel to show you what Loki Season 1 looks like on that 4K versus what it looks like on streaming. In that, I talk about a lot of the differences in the data and how it compares when you're actually watching it and what happens when it's through the streaming services versus when it's on a physical disc. This is one of those releases I'm hugely excited for. I won't say I liked WandaVision as much as Loki. I liked Loki better, but I still enjoyed WandaVision. The idea and the storytelling of it was still a really good time. Kind of kept you guessing at the beginning, and I liked how it went back to like the old, like basically way that TV series were made and combined that all together. There's a unique element with that. Now, I will tell you for these releases though, Loki sold out very fast. It went fast. Like there's some available at some resellers, but most of them sold out pretty fast. A lot of the retailers are completely out of the 4K Ultra HD releases and the steelbook sets. They're not going to be reprinted. Disney has been very specific on their information on these. They are not going to be reprinted. They are strictly limited edition. So when Loki was selling out, it literally is selling out. It's not coming back later on. It's not going to be printed later on. So this is one of those, if you're wanting to buy this or pre-order this, do not wait long. Make sure to go down and pre-order your copy so you don't miss out on owning these. Now I can tell you for WandaVision, it is a native 4K. It'll have HDR10 on it and Dolby Atmos. Now, as I said, if you haven't checked out my Loki review, I am very hopeful that they do the same amazing quality that they did for Loki. As long as Disney can keep that quality, even though it is HDR10, I would prefer Dolby Vision, but the quality that they're releasing with these HDR10 is truly stunning. So as long as they keep the quality of that Loki release and do the same thing for WandaVision and Mandalorian later on when that comes out, I'm okay with HDR10 because of the quality of the transfer that they're doing. So hopefully this one turns out as good as Loki did. Continuing same day and date, we're getting The Naked Gun. This is from the files of Police Squad. And this is the film from 1988 that continued the TV series, but as a movie. And this is for its 35th anniversary in a limited edition steelbook. I will say I'm not as much a fan of the artwork on it, but I do like that it's in a limited edition steelbook. It did get a brand new 4K restoration for its 35th anniversary with Dolby Vision and HDR10 on it. This is one of those I'll be excited to see how this one turns out because I really do enjoy these 80s films, and this is one of those that's more tongue-in-cheek, kind of cheesy humor from the 80s. But I still really enjoy the charm from it. Continuing same day and date, we're getting Tales from the Darkside, the movie. Now, if you followed me here on my channel for a while now, if you haven't checked out my 80s top horror movies video series, I talked about that I love like Creepshow and the Creepshow series of itself, like movies, and now they have a new TV series. And if you haven't checked out that video series, you're going to want to check that out because there's a bunch of really outstanding 80s movies that are on 4K that you need to check out. But Tales from the Darkside came out in 1990, so literally it's right at the cusp of that 80s style of basically Creepshow, and it really does have that feeling like Creepshow. I loved the movie. I didn't like Tales from the Darkside as much as Creepshow, but it's still a really great film that fits into that series if you've ever seen any of the Creepshow series. Now for this new 4K, we are getting a native 4K transfer, which is from a new 4K scan of the original camera negative, and it's going to have Dolby Vision and HDR10 on it. Hopefully, as I talked about in the 80s top horror movie video, if the transfer is done correctly, like that Creepshow, which is a stunning 4K transfer that I review in that video, this one should be one of those stunning releases if done correctly. Here's the only issue. Scream and Shout Factory have had a rocky history this year. They've had some good and they've had some really bad. So I don't really know which it's going to be. So we'll see how this one turns out, but I have my fingers crossed and I'm really hoping this one turns out well because I want it to go with the Creepshow's quality of basically amazing quality. So that's another one that I could add to my collection of kind of like horror anthology series that I really enjoy. Considering November 28th, we're getting BlackHat. This is the Michael Mann film from 2015. Now, this one's been delayed about 4 or 5 times over the year. It was originally announced way back at the beginning of summer, and they delayed it a couple of times, then delayed it again. Now it's officially coming out on November 28th. The reason it was delayed, they actually were working on getting the other cuts of the film completed with new Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters and put on to 4K. Originally when they announced it, they were only going to do the theatrical cut. The other cuts of the film were being relegated to like a Blu-ray, or I guess one of them wasn't even on the Blu-ray. So for this updated release, Arrow went back and instead of just sending it out with just the theatrical cut on 4K, they're doing all the other cuts of the film on 4K as well, with those brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 transfers, which I would much prefer because the other cuts of the film are much better than the theatrical cut. So honestly, I was disappointed when it was just the theatrical originally. Now I'm thrilled and excited because the other cuts of the film actually make the film way more enjoyable and should have been released in theaters originally that way instead of the theatrical cut that they did, and the film would have done a whole lot better. So this is a very exciting upcoming limited edition 4K Ultra HD release. So keep in mind, this is another one of those limited edition sets. If you're wanting to make sure you get a copy, make sure to go down and pre-order it through that link I posted below. Continuing the limited edition release trend here, we're getting Tremors 2 Aftershocks. This is getting a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and new color grading. And this is also coming out in a limited edition box set. Just like BlackHat, Arrow Video's releasing this set as well. I'm really excited because I love the Tremors movie series. They're a sci-fi, campy, horror throwback that's a whole lot of fun. I have the first Tremors from Arrow Video, and it was a great 4K release. Well, we're getting Tremors 2 now, and I really hope they continue going through the series because it would be really cool to have just kind of that cheesy horror series all together in 4K Ultra HD set. And we're getting number 2 now in one of those big box sets with the poster, the booklet, art cards. So if you want to order this so you don't miss out on the limited edition set, I'll post that direct link down below. Another limited edition set from Arrow Video. Today, as I told you, this day on November 28th is super expensive. We're getting Barbarella from 1968. And this is kind of the erotic, sci-fi, campy, cheesy, I don't even know what you want to call it. It is literally out there. If you've ever seen the trailer, it is out there. If you've ever seen the film, it's out there. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the film itself, but there is a massive cult following for this fan. It is getting a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative with both Dolby Vision and HDR10, and they're doing a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. This is coming in a limited edition box set just like the Tremors 2 that I just talked about with art cards and posters. This is one, I'll post that Amazon link down there below for you to pre-order if you want to make sure you get this limited edition. But these do always sell out. All these Arrow Video limited edition sets always sell out and go out of print. So just keep that in mind. Any of these you're wanting, the limited editions do sell out. Another big release on November 28th is Street Fighter 2, the movie. This is the animated film from 1994. Now for this 4K release, it's from a studio that hasn't done a 4K release yet. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out, but they are doing something unique. On the 4K release, they're including both the theatrical cut, which is PG-13, and the unrated extended cut on 4K Ultra HD. So I'm curious to see how the unrated extended cut is, because that's not very often that I hear of that for an animated film. I'll be curious to see how that one turns out because it is one of those films I remember seeing. I just don't remember that much if I loved the film or not. Let me know if you've ever seen Street Fighter 2, the movie, the animated movie before, and if you remember if you liked it or not. Now, same day and date, we're getting Death Wish. This is the 2018 Bruce Willis remake of the original Death Wish. Now, I own the German releases of this, so I don't know how this is going to compare. This is coming out from Shout and Scream Factory. It is supposed to have a native 4K transfer with both Dolby Vision and HDR10. And I do think the film got too hard of criticism when it came out. I did enjoy the film. It's not perfect, but I did enjoy it. And I did think it was one of Bruce Willis's better performances that were later on in his career. And I do think, going back and watching it now, I enjoy it more now than I did originally when I saw it. So we'll have to see how this 4K turns out. Continuing November 28th, we're getting the Sandman DC Comics first complete season on 4K Ultra HD. This is one of those exclusive releases through that Amazon link down below. It's one of the only retailers that is even printing these. These are those manufacture on demand 4Ks that I've reviewed previously before. If you haven't checked out like my Jack Ryan 4K Ultra HD releases, those are the exact print-on-demand releases that this is going to be. I've reviewed those before. If done correctly, they can turn out pretty good like the Jack Ryan. Now this series I have not gotten to check out yet. This is one of those Netflix streaming exclusive series, but now because Disney opened the gates, it seems like more streaming services are opening the gates and releasing more of their series onto physical media. Now this is one of those, it's a DC Comics basically adaptation for a TV series. Continuing the same day and date, we're getting Mother's Day. This is from 1980, and this is getting a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. And this is one of the few 80s movies I have not watched or seen previously. So I'm kind of curious, I've seen some things about it, so I'm kind of curious how this one will turn out, if I'll enjoy the movie or not. Rounding out November 28th, we're getting Monk, the complete first season on Blu Ray. Now I always try to throw in some of these TV series, because as most of you know, my favorite two things to collect are 4K Ultra HD releases and Blu Ray TV series releases. And Monk is one of those comedy mystery series that is really well done. Man, you get past first season and you are hooked on this series. It's kind of like I talked about with Psych. If you have not checked out Psych, the TV series yet, you'll want to check out my review on that. That is one of those must-own Blu-ray TV series because the series itself is basically comedic along with murder mysteries and combining such a great feeling that you sit back every night, you have a new murder mystery or a mystery to figure out, hey, somebody's been kidnapped or whatever, with some good comedy that you just sit back, laugh. It's a clean TV series. Whole family can watch it. Monk was the same way. I love both those TV series. And to be honest with you, Monk, I love that just as much as Psych. I am excited it's coming out on Blu-ray. That should arrive early for review as well, so I can tell you the quality of Monk. And they're going to be releasing each and every season along the way. I'll post both season 1 and season 2 pre-order links down below. That way, if you're going to pre-order either one of them, I'll post them both down there. But they are planned to release every single season of it on Blu-ray. I do wish it was in a complete box set, but I understand the reason they're doing this is because it's a more expensive series for them to release. So they're doing them one season at a time. And I'm okay as long as they release all of it, which my understanding is they are going to release all of the series, so that way we get it all. It's just they're not going to ever release it in a box set. They're going to be each individual season. But I'm still excited. We got Monk and Psych, and there is dozens of other huge TV series that are coming out. This year, as I said, is one of the biggest years since I've been doing this professionally for the last 5.5 years that I've ever seen for physical media. You know, like I said, I've been reviewing for over 5 years, and man, I have never seen so many massive amounts of physical media releases that are huge titles. This is the time. If you have not started collecting your own physical media collection, you need to start now. There is no reason not to have and not to enjoy all of these amazing and exciting 4K releases and Blu-ray TV series that are coming out. There is some amazing stuff coming out. Now, any of these you decide you want to buy or pre-order, I've put all of those links down there below for all of you. I've taken all my time. It takes a bunch of time to gather all of these together. I post them all down there in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section right below. That way you don't have to go out searching for them. These are the sale links. They never cost you anything extra when you click on any of those links, but it does help to support the creation of these videos and this channel just a tiny bit. So make sure any of these that you're going to buy or pre-order, always use those direct Amazon sale links I posted right down below. It is truly very important to this channel so that I can always continue making these videos that all of you enjoy watching for many years to come. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down there and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of these big announcement videos or any of these early and exclusive reviews that I get. Studios have been sending me tons of stuff for review. As most of you know, if you followed me here for a while, I've been getting tons of stuff in early, sometimes 2 weeks early before the release date. I do those reviews and analysis for all of you to let you know if they should be bought, if they are something you should add to your collection. So you never want to miss out on any of that content. So make sure to go down there and hit that subscribe button. Start the conversation in the comment section below and let me know what of these you're excited for and what of these you clicked on and pre-ordered down below. I always love to hear what you're excited about as well, and what of these announcements really made your day. So start that conversation down there below. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.